COC, the COC method. When we use this, there's 3 phases to it. But first off, we got to find out when to use it. And the first and most important part is when there's a major move, a major breakout of some sort. It could be a news drop that just breaking news happens. I don't know. Apple does a huge deal with Kodak, right? That would create, Kodak would be like going through the freaking roof. That'd be a big deal. When something like that happens, that's when I'm implementing the COC method. It can also be a break of major resistance levels. And again, we're talking, I gotta say it again, we're talking COC to the long side. We're talking COC to the long side only right now. We're not talking about candle under candle at this point. We're talking all to the long side. It sounds so bad. I feel dirty. I need another bath. Okay. So we're looking for that major breakout. And it starts with a breakout, an abnormal move. And that's when it works best. You can use it in other times, but it works best after an abnormal move. Like I said, a news play, right? You'll see me a lot of times. If I missed a news play, I'll sit back, I'll wait for it to pull back, and then candle over candle. In a major uptrend or pushing high days, something like that. It can work very well coming out of a pattern. So maybe you have a wedge and it breaks out of that wedge to the top side, or an ascending triangle. It breaks to the top side of that ascending triangle where you have price compression, price contraction, and then you have price expansion. That's a great time. That breakout is the start of where I'm looking to use the COC method. Again, this is not something new to the world of trading. This is not something I came up with. I'm sure other people use this. They've called it something different. I didn't know when I started way back when that it was called maybe a 2-bar play, 3-bar play, 4-bar, whatever the bar play it is. I didn't know that existed. So it's a pattern that I figured out on my own, and I called it what it is. Pop, pullback, candle over candle. So let's look into what that looks like on paper here. So again, you can use this on different kinds of breaks. And I'm going to put chat to the side, so if you guys have questions, I'm going to miss it. So I'm just pulling up Tesla. There's 1,000 other charts that I could probably pull up today. I can't think of them offhand. I know I'm not prepared when I'm saying this right now, but maybe Eyes had some. And no. All right, we'll go back to Tesla. I know there's some in here. So here on Tesla, there's some major levels, that have been broken, and that there was kind of, oh, hello, E-Trade. Let's try this again. So Tesla kind of had some levels this morning that it broke out of, something like that, or maybe horizontal. You kind of see these ceilings here that it's created. And I really do like hive day pushes, because that's also another time that this method works really well. Some kind of breakout or hive day push, and just an uptrend is all we're looking for. And this is the area that we're going to focus on here. This is all that Tesla had today. I know there was another stock that I went over this with someone today, and I can't remember the ticker. Oh well. All right. So Tesla. We'll just go over it. If someone remembers what it was, SSY? Was it SSY? I know I went over it this morning. If someone remembers the ticker, I'll go over it. No, this had halts. That wasn't it. No, it wasn't HMMY. Was it FTCV? No. Ruby? We'll try Ruby. It wasn't BA. No, I didn't play it. It was one that I went over. I don't think it was Kodak. It was Eyes? Oh, okay. Well, let's look at Eyes. No. That it was Eyes was the person that asked the question about. But I went to a different ticker to give them a better example. All right, we'll just do Tesla. All right. So anyway, major breakout, All right, horizontal breaks, whatever. There's one right here. Kind of double tap this area. We'll use this as a break. We get a break. We're looking for, at this point, it's not a huge breakout. This isn't the best example. And if I remember that ticker, it had a lot of really good ones on it. If I remember that ticker, I'll hit that one. But we'll just go over it here. So we've got some horizontal breaks that worked out on Tesla a little bit. Is it blink? I'll check blink next, but we'll finish Tesla first. So Tesla's coming up to this area, pull back, broke the level in a big way. I'll check life as well. So when we're breaking these levels, this is kind of when I'm implementing the COC method. So all it is again, you're looking for the pop. Here's your pop. Here's your pullback candle. And I'm looking for candle over candle. What that means is I am looking to break the high of the last pullback candle. So there's 3 stages, right? You have your up stage, which is these candles here. Your pop stage, pop. You have your, oh my gosh, you trade. You have your pullback stage, which in this case, it's only 1 candle. And the pullback starts when the run, if these candles are our run, when that stops making new highs, that means we've exited the run stage, the pop stage, and we are in the pullback stage. So this candle did not make a new high of the run. See how this did? This candle went over this high, this candle went over this high, this candle went over this high. This candle did not go over the high. So we are now in pullback stage. What I'm looking for, and this pullback could be 1, 2, 3 candles long. You don't know. In this case, it was just 1 candle. So here's our pullback candle. I'm looking to go candle over candle. I will enter as soon as the high of the last pullback candle is broken. So that happens in this candlestick right here. I will enter right there, or as close to it as I can. And my goal for this, let me get rid of all these other lines. My goal is the high of the run we just exited. So if this is the high of this run, I am immediately wanting to, and since we're playing 1-minute charts here, as soon as I enter and we get that candle over candle, I want to immediately see the move up to this level here and break it, and I'm taking my profit as soon as that happens. That's my exit. All right, rinse and repeat after that happens, right? So now we're in the pop phase again, right? Pop, pop, pull back candle, pull. This is actually a candle over candle, looks like, but we'll call it, is it? Pull back, candle, oh, is it? Okay, it actually did candle over candle here by 2 cents or 1 penny, it looks like. All right, this would be a failed candle over candle. And we'll get to failures before, but we're gonna pretend for now that this did not make, because it doesn't look like it. Oh, whatever. We'll pretend that this did not, because this is an imperfect example. Did not go candle over candle. So pull back candle, pull back candle, pull back candle. And then the color does not matter. The color of the candle does not matter. Candle over candle entry. That's where I enter right there. This is the last pullback candle. So here's our mini pop stage, right? Let's go over it again. This is now our pop stage. Pop, pop, pop. Or I guess it's just pop, pop. This is where we entered before. So pop stage, doesn't matter. We're in pullback mode here. These are our pullback candles. And I am looking to go long, candle over candle, right here. Immediate move to high of the run. So high of the run is right now there. Take my profit as soon as that happens. I'm not holding. If I feel like it could be a runner, I'm definitely selling half, right? I'm taking some profit. I'm taking my profit. So yes, so those of you with keen eyes, this is actually a W play, but right now we're pretending that's not a pullback candle. That's still a pullback candle. Rinse and repeat. Pop. So now we're in the pop stage again. Pop, pop. Pullback candle. The high of the run is over with. Pullback candle. Candle over candle. Enter in here. Looking for high of the run immediately. Taking my profit. If this doesn't go immediately, I'm out. Right? I'm not holding and hoping. I'm out. If for some reason I break my rule a little bit, I'm like, oh, maybe it just needs a moment or two. And that does happen occasionally when you have a little bit of a feel for stock. Sometimes you you kind of be like, okay, well, it didn't go immediately, and it's just kind of moving along, and you have a feel for a stock, and sometimes you're right with that. But if it doesn't go immediately, I'm out, because a lot of times it will reverse on you. But in this case, it went immediately, broke the high of the run, I'm out, rinse and repeat. Pop. So now we're in the pop phase again. Pop, pop, pullback candle. The high of the run is over with. We're in pullback mode. Pullback mode, candle over candle. I'm entering here. We broke the high. We're breaking the high of the last pullback candle. So again, here's our pop stage. Here's our pullback stage. We're not making any more highs. So this is pullback. And as soon as we go candle over candle, as soon as we break the high of the last pullback candle, I'm going long, just right there. And I'm looking for high of the run immediately. And I'm taking my profit. And I'm get one more, okay? So now we're in the pullback stage again. So pop, pop, pullback stage. Candle over candle entry. This is where it failed. All right, this is very important. So eventually, this is not going to work. Eventually, it will not work, and you have to recognize that. It could maybe not work on the first try. It could maybe not work on the 10th try. Right? There's a lot of them throughout this move here. So this is an example where you go candle over candle, right? And it does not immediately get to high of the run. When I see that, that means this move is exhausted for the most part. I'm out. I'm not holding and hoping. I'm not going to give it any more time. I'm out. If it just goes freaking and doesn't go anywhere, especially not high of the run, I'm out. Now, two things can happen. All right, two things can happen. One is actually what happened back here. Let's talk about this one now. So this is actually the candle over candle right here. So this is pop, 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 pullback candle. This is actually a candle over candle right here. I know it's hard to see, but it actually broke it by 2 cents. That's a failed move because it didn't get to the high of the run again, right? So two things can happen on a failed candle over candle. One is it turns into a W play. So a W play is basically when you have your pop, your pullback, your candle over candle fail, another pullback back down to some support, and then on this next move, it goes. It looks like a W, and I'll do it a little bit better like this. Your pullback, candle over candle fail, another pullback, and then go. It looks like a W, okay? And in this situation, the breakout is where it failed before, and that's where I would enter, right there. When that level broke, and again, I'd be looking for high of the run, take my profit. So that's one thing that can happen when it fails. The other thing that can happen is it actually just reverses, like it does up here. This is the candle over candle fail. That's what I call it. So we watch it, right? If I'm in it and I see the fail, I'm out immediately. And then I sit back and say, okay, is this going to turn into a W play, or is this the reversal? Is this going to be the top and then it's going to pull back on a bigger picture? So I watch it. I'd be out, right? I'd be out. Didn't get up to the high of the run here, so I'm out. I'm sitting back. I'm watching. And the big thing here is I really want it to hold this 9 EMA. All right. Place my units. Is that what you're all waiting for? Okay, I'll place it. Boom, I did it. All right. So we look to see if this turns into a W. If it holds the 9, needs another pullback, breaks this level, does it go, right? And in this case, it doesn't. It just ends up kind of coming up here a few times and then just rolling over the rest of the time. So that's the candle over candle method. Another thing you need to know is you need to have your 5-minute chart being an upward trend as well. If the 5-minute is going candle under candle, like it is in this area here, I'm not trying to play 1-minute plays. That means the overall momentum right now is in a downward move, and I don't need to be playing candle over candle when the overall trend or the current trend is down, even if it's just pullback is a downward move. I'm not trying to play 1-minute plays to the long side. There is an exception to that. If I feel like let me not get there yet. So what I have to wait for is the 5-minute chart to, again, we have a pop phase on the 5-minute chart here. Yeah, you can see all that. This is our pop phase on the 5-minute chart. This is our pullback phase right through here. And then you have a candle over candle right there on the 5-minute chart. So once I go candle over candle like we did here, I can go back to playing 1-minute charts. This one happened to be a failed move. It didn't really go anywhere, it looks like. I think anyway. Yeah, it kind of didn't really do anything. So it didn't work out. But the main part I'm saying is I have to have the 5-minute chart being in an upward move to be playing 1-minute chart candle over candles. All right. Let's look at some of those other tickers that we mentioned before that had big, it's not blank. What about life? Oh, okay. Life might have some. All right, there's one through here. So here's a good example of a pattern break. I remember this one earlier. I didn't play it, but I wish I was moments too late to this one. So life has, however way you want to put it, this flat top. It kind of cracked it right here, but just really didn't do anything. But the big point is we're pushing high a day. It's making big moves. Here's a pattern that's forming. Let me draw a line, like an ascending triangle, right? Oh my gosh, E-Trade. Finally breaks out of this pattern to the top side. Pop, 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 pop. All right, great. If I didn't play this breakout, which sometimes I do, and this didn't really take off like it should have. You know, if I was playing this and I saw this little move and didn't really go anywhere after that kind of price compression, I would be out and disappointed. But apparently it just needed a little extra time. So anyway, you got your pop, 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 pullback candle, and this candle right here, this red one, it has the same high as this green one. If it doesn't make a new high, I count it as a pullback candle. So if this candle opened up here and broke this level, I'm playing it. All right, but that's not what happened. So let's go on. So I'm just going to talk you out how I would play this one, this look. I'll zoom in a little bit more. All right, here's our pop phase. This starts our pullback phase because it did not make a new high. Even though they're equal, it did not make a new high, so we're in our pullback phase. Pullback, pullback, candle over candle, looking for a high of the run immediately, and I take my profit. So I'm entering right there. We're breaking the high of the last pullback candle. I get in. There might be a little slippage, whatever. I'm looking for high of the run immediately. See the volume coming in with it, right? That's good confirmation. Breaking those levels. If it breaks, it comes back down. Doesn't matter. I'm still taking my profit. I got what I was looking for. It didn't run when it broke the levels. I'm out. Doesn't matter. Rinse and repeat. Let's see what happens next. We get another pullback candle. So the high of the run stopped again. It was just one pop. Okay, I'm fine with that. Candle over candle. Happens right here. I'm looking for high of the run immediately, and I take my profit immediately. That's when it popped up and came right back down. What happens next? We get another pullback candle immediately. I'm okay with that. Another pullback candle. Another pullback candle. All right, so this is where I start thinking, okay, we've broken the 9 EMA. We're starting to pull back a little too much. I might not take this trade. I want the pullbacks to stay near the high of the run. I don't want them to pull back all the way back from where they started. You know, this one, yeah, absolutely. It pulled back too far. We broke this level. I'm probably not trading this one anymore until, what is this, 11? No, this is 12 something. Until the 5-minute chart gives me candle over candle, and that never happened. Right, so we hit this peak, you can kind of see that here, and it just sold off the rest of the time until much later on. But the move was over with, right? We went into a downward trending move with lower lows, lower highs, and it was just over with. This run is over with. When the run is over with, I'm done with it, moving on. So let's talk about stop losses again. All right, I see that. So when I enter a trade, So we'll talk about this section right here, this pop, pullback, candle over candle. And I get in here and we get the high of the run and I take my profit. That's the goal, right? Well, say, just like on that Tesla move, where it failed at the top, right up here. You got your pop, pullback, candle over candle. It did not get to the high of the run. It failed. Say it starts coming down. My immediate stop loss, my absolute hard stop is going to be the first candle under candle, right? When we break the low of the previous candle. So in this case, it's right there. So if I go candle over candle, it doesn't go anywhere, comes right down immediately, gets to this level, I'm stopping out. I'm not holding through a candle under candle. That's a downward move at that point. I'm not trying to hold anything in a downward move, because that downward move could mean this is the top and it just collapses. It just saves myself. You got to turn into a computer at this point. Again, if I saw this pop, pullback, candle over candle, I got in here and it didn't get to high of the run immediately, I'm out. I don't care if it's profit or loss at that point, I'm out. And if for some reason I didn't get out immediately and I thought, oh, I just needed a second, and I gave it that second and it came down, and it started getting down to the low of the last candle, I'm absolutely stopping out right there. No questions asked. I don't care how bad it hurts. I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. It could be that this just turned into a W play, right? Where it just needed to come back down here, do a couple more pullbacks, and then go candle over candle. And if so, if it came back up to this level where it failed before, I can get in right there for the W. W plays a different day. I know we're not talking COC, but that could have happened. It didn't, but I can get back in. All right. So I have ignored chat. So if you asked a question, I completely missed it. I will bring questions over right now. And I will, if you highlight it right now, I will see it and I will answer it. Okay. So I will start with definitely Cam. I do see that one. My question today is when you get out when it breaks high of day. I had an awesome trade CFC setup as it broke high of day. I waited 1 second longer and it dips 50 cents. Jill, 1011. Okay. JILL. I'll look at it. Why can't I? All right. So right here. Okay. So yeah, this is just a tough one. It's a little different because you're coming out of a halt, and that's a different story. This isn't a pure move, right? You have this 5 second break in here. You got a huge move. This is a tough one. I see what you're saying, right? You have this pop, pullback, because, this is a good example of a candle that was equal to the previous candle. It's a pullback candle, and you entered in right there. You broke that level. What I would, if I was in this, it would have teased me, right? And again, just because you play this strategy doesn't mean you're not going to get hurt on some flush out at playing these penny stocks, right? It's going to happen for sure. The odds are in your favor, better than just guessing using this method. Again, you do have this haul here, so it's a little different after it just made a massive move out of nowhere. But you did have the haul, huge move up, pull back, candle over candle. Knowing me, I got the move. If it was approaching 950 and it looked like it was stalling, I'm out. Anytime, think of it as throwing a ball up in the air. And I know I use this example for news plays, but you throw that ball in the air, eventually it's going to slow down, come to a halt, and come back down. That's stocks. That's stocks a lot of times. And it happens a lot near the tops of these things. Yeah, you just got to be quick on the trigger. If you got the move you wanted and it immediately flushed back down, cut it loose, move on. It happens to me almost every single day. I feel you, but you got to cut it loose, move on. Don't give it another second. It hurts you. She ain't worth it. Or he ain't worth it, whatever you're into. All right? They aren't worth it anymore. That sucks, right? It looked like a good setup, looked like good continuation. She beat you up. Move on. Oh, you can't see it. Son of a gun. Thank you. All right. There's the example. JILL. Big move up. 5 minute of halt, though. Again, that's the little stickler here, right? Pullback, candle over candle entry. You're looking for that 950 break, maybe, and you're trying to take profit over that level. Son of a gun. I got to get better. I got to lay off the Corona, apparently. Right? Sorry about that. Anyway, this is a tough one, right? Because you're looking for that 950 break, and you're probably going to take profit over 950. And then all of a sudden, she hurt you. She hurt you. She hurt you. It sucks, I know. But that's the way these stocks work sometimes. You just got a bad beat, right? Pop, pull back, candle over candle, bad beat. Cut it loose, move on to the next one. Cut it loose, move on to the next one. That's all I can say. That's a tough one, right? You got a good entry. I wasn't watching this when it happened, but just know that if it was slow to move here, like after this kind of a big move, if I got in at 930 and it just went to 940, that's kind of like warning. Like this thing went from $8 to 930 in 1 minute. If it only moves 10 seconds after that kind of a move, that's like warning, Will Roger, whatever the heck his name is, I'm out, right? I'm looking for a huge move after this kind of thing, and I get a pullback candle that stayed up here and closed high, and I finally get the candle over candle, and it doesn't take off immediately. It's like, okay, I'm out. So yeah, this one, this is JIL. She hurt you. It's a 9 million shares outstanding stock, so it's going to move quick. So, if that's too fast for you, you either trade smaller size or just don't trade it. I don't think I traded it today. All right, let me look at the other tickers. Was it Life? Did we just do Life? Oh yeah, we just did Life. It wasn't Ruby. Was it HMNY? There's actually a really nice one right here. All right. HMNY, freaking sub penny play. We're showing that this works on this method works on it, right? So you're breaking high a day. Pop, right? High of the run is right there. Pull back. Candle over candle entry. Looking for high of the run. Immediately taking my profit. Okay? Rinse and repeat. Pop, big pop. Pull back candle. This one's really pretty looking. Candle over candle entry. Looking for high of the run. See this? Good. Taking my profit immediately. You don't know where this is going to go, right? I'm just taking my profit. If I feel like it's gotten a lot of momentum, I'll take half off, and then as it goes up more, I'll take another quarter off, another quarter, and then I'll be out completely, All right. Pullback candle. Candle over candle. Looking for high of the run. Taking my profit. I'm out. The pullback the pullback is so key to this. It lets you know if the overall move is still healthy. If I see a pop and then the pullback comes all the way below where we started, that means this is not healthy, right? If I see a pop and it hovers on the pullback stage near the high of the run, it's a healthy move, more than likely, unless it's JILL, whatever. But it's more likely that you're going to get another move just like you had previously. Anyway, enter in here, looking for high of the run, take your profit. Rinse and repeat. Pop, pull back. Candle over candle, looking for high of the run, take your profit. Rinse and repeat. Pop. Okay, this is a pullback candle. Pullback candle. Pullback candle. Pullback candle. Pullback candle. So this is a situation, and I know it worked, where we had 4 minutes of pullback. I'm very hesitant to play the candle over candle method after 4 or 5, 6, 7 minutes, whatever. I want it to happen 1, 2, 3 minutes max. All right. 1, 2, 3 minutes max. Once we get into 4 and 5 minutes, I start to say to myself, does it need a 5-minute pullback like we had in this area before it gets going again? In this situation, if you were to enter it here, it would have been okay because it did eventually get back to the high of the run. If that's the case, I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's got some chops left. I didn't play this part. No worries. I'll play the next one. Right? Pop, pullback, candle over candle. I don't know when that candle over candle happened. It could have happened at the 59th second of this candle, whatever. It broke the level, high of the run, take my profit, rinse and repeat. Pop, pop, pullback, 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 pullback. It's starting to be too long, right? Pullback, pullback. All right, so what time is this? Yeah. So now the pullback is too long on the 1 minute. So that signifies I need to watch the 5-minute chart. And if I look at the 5-minute chart, it says, okay, we're in a 5-minute pullback here. I need to wait to this 5-minute. This 5-minute chart is back in an uptrend like we have here, uptrend. And then this section in here, that's the downtrend. That's the pullback phase. Not downtrend, but that's the pullback phase. So here's our pop phase, pullback, candle over candle, signifying we're back in our uptrend. Once that happens, I can go back to playing the 1 minute chart. And that happened. This is 245. What was it, like right here? Looks about right. All right, we got candle over candle in the 5-minute. We're back in business. Pop, pop, pullback candle, candle over candle entry. Looking for high of the run. This is our run now, not this. Right? That run's over with. This whole move is over with. We're not talking about that anymore. We're talking about this run now. This is our run. Right? Pop, 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 pullback candle, candle over candle, looking for high of the run. Take my profit. Rinse and repeat. Now we're back in high day, so whatever. Pop, pop, pullback candle, candle over candle. They are all equal. So as soon as I break that level, I'm taking my profit. I'm not seeing where this goes. As soon as that level broke, I'm taking my profit, rinse and repeat. Pullback candle. This one was a little tough. This is where it kind of failed here. And you can kind of see that the failure was coming because you had this huge move here, pullback, and then this move was kind of small compared to this one. All right, maybe it's starting to run out of steam. These are all little red flags that start coming up. All right, so when I see that failure, I'm telling myself, okay, maybe I need a 5-minute pullback, and that's what happened. You got a 5-minute pullback, you got the candle over candle, and you got that one last run, and that's all she wrote for that thing. Wow, a miracle. Okay, let's see. For your entry, do you look? I'm going to catch up on chat again. I'm going to scroll up. I apologize. If I keep missing your stuff, keep retyping it. For your entry, do you look at the exact cent that the candle crosses over candle over candle? And what limit order do you use? I remember you setting an order to execute. So yeah, it's the exact, so if the break level is $11.51, like the pullback candle is $11.50, I'm putting an order at $11.51. Once that level breaks, I want to be in. What do you use to look for stocks to scalp? So my morning routine is where you should look for that. There's a clip for that. Watch that. I have 3,000 in my account. Can I use candle over candle to get 25? Yes, but if you're brand new to trading, you should not be using real money. You need to paper trade first for a long time until you nail this down on paper. There's no rush. There's always going to be big movers. That's one of the big things. And if for those of you who want to know about my start, there's a clip for that, or there's a YouTube video for that. Watch that. One of the big things I had a fear of is, well, the fear of missing out. You see all these huge runners, you know, when you're first starting, like, holy crap, stocks move that fast? Oh my gosh. And you want to get in immediately. They will always move that fast, right? I know the big one is GameStop. Probably brought in a lot of you guys to trading, right? There's always going to be another GameStop. Hate to break it to you. Or maybe that's a relief. You're like, oh, wow, okay. Yeah. 2 years ago it was Tilray going to $300. Last year was Beyond Meat going freaking insane. BYND, right? BYND went from $49 to $236 in what 3 weeks or something like that. It was insane. Tilray before that. I know you guys are thinking, oh, Tilray just went, oh no, that's nothing. That's child's play compared to old school Tilray. Old school Tilray went from $24 to $300. Okay, these huge moves happen all the time. Evening, bud. When you were less experienced, were your most common mistakes? How did you lose money? FOMOing into stuff. Even after knowing some of these techniques, well, you got to understand, when I started out, the Twitch didn't exist. YouTube existed, but there wasn't anybody on there doing, here, help you out. There is a prediction up, by the way. Get your predictions in. I didn't have a strategy. That was the big thing. I didn't have a strategy. It was trial and error. That's how I learned. And there's the tools that you all have now are vastly superior than what I had when I started. You just need to choose to use them. Just missing stop loss and waiting too long for them. Also, the ticker from earlier you broke down from, it was eyes at 230. That was his trade. There was another ticker I went to that had better pop pullback candle. It had a lot of them. I can't remember what it was. Since candle over candles are small gains, how much capital do you need for the strategy? They're not small all the time at all, actually. I mean, it doesn't matter your capital. It's you're grabbing, whatever you put into it is what you get out. It scales if that's what you're asking. Like, I have a small account that I could do this in, and I plan on doing it if I ever remember to use the small account. The hard part about small accounts is you have 3-day trades per 5 business days. That's the hard part about small accounts. So again, I'm catching up with chat. If I missed your question, just repost it with channel points, highlighting the message. I will get to it. I'm stopping chat now, and I'm reading it, so I won't miss it this time, is what I'm trying to get at. How big of a pop does it need to be to stave you off as being too crazy of a jump? There's no such thing. It's the pullback that is too crazy that would stave me off from playing it. So if I had a humongous move up and then the pullback was just as violent coming down, I'm not playing that, right? The pullback has to stay in the top third, right? I want it to be near the high of the run. If it goes up and comes all the way back down, I'm not playing that. Let me be clear about that. The pullback matters. Like I said, the pullback justifies your candle over candle entry. Do you wait for the last trade to go over the high to sell, or do you wait until the bid is over the high? No. Just once it cracks it. Once there's 100 share, once there's one share that goes over that level, I'm out. Is this kind of trading strategy only possible with certain platforms? Feel like you have info coming in much faster. It's fast, right? And this is not a style of trading that everyone can do. A lot of people ask me that. And it's fast, and you have to, as a new trader, you have to find out a trading strategy that works for your personality type. If this is too fast for you, don't do this, right? Go to a different, maybe the 5-minute pop pullback candle over candle, which is something you can do. It is something you're looking for. If even that's too fast, or you need to look at swing trading. I'm just kind of going over this method because I get a ton of questions about it. And I wanted to put it on video form so we can archive it. Let's see. Hounds of Torture. So for a 1-minute COC play, the current candle must break the high of the previous pullback candle, the candle's wick, not just the body. Yeah. So not all of the pullback candles, just the very last, the most recent pullback candle, the wick. We're not talking bodies, we're using wicks here. How much gains should we enter? It's not based off of how much gains. You're looking for levels that I've drawn out. The high of the run, once you break it, you're out. Doesn't matter if it's 5 cents over that level, 30 cents over that level, $1, it doesn't matter. You're out. That's what I do. It's moving like this. Like, how can you judge, right? That's why I'm not looking for a certain level. It's literally doing this super fast. So once it breaks it, I'm out. I just push market order sell. And then I let the stock gods fill me. Why don't you make an algo? Your trading system seems really systematic because I don't know how to do that. How important is the 9 EMA? Will you never take a trade if it's below? No. If the pullback does break the 9 EMA, and again, that 9 EMA might not even be relevant. So say you had a huge news move, right? That 9 EMA is going to be way the heck down there still. It hasn't caught up yet. So sometimes the 9 EMA is not even relevant. But I would say it's a good rule of thumb. If it pulls back below that 9 EMA, I'm probably just gonna bail on it. I'm probably just gonna not trade at that point unless it gets above it and then reevaluate. And again, there are some things that over the years I have tweaked on this strat that I will, if I see something a little extra that's maybe not common, I will take a trade on it that might otherwise be like, hey, you broke a rule there. But that's so rare, I can't even think of an example. For the most part, this is how I trade it. I would say 80-90% of the time. You think people paper trading should avoid day trading meme stocks? No. I mean, no. If they're too crazy, sure. But yeah, if they're moving, let's play them. That's the whole. That's day trading for you. You dive into volatility. The meme stocks right now are volatile. Volatile. GME has been volatile for weeks. There's times when the daily chart is kind of just in la la land, and I'm not going to trade it. But if it's relevant that day, I'll play it. If it's going to break to the top side at a huge level, I'll play it. I don't care. I don't care what stock it is. I actually prefer playing GME over some of the garbage stocks I've played in the past. I mean, I've played stocks that are shell companies, knowing that they're shell companies, that they're garbage, they're nothing. Doesn't matter. It's good practice though. If you can do it on, again, how I find my stocks in the morning. If you look at that my morning routine video, I literally go to stock twits and I look at the biggest movers that are trending, and that's the ones I'm playing in the first hour. What is the recommendation of small accounts when I only get 3 trades? Slow and steady. You can use those 3 trades. You're looking for grade A setups. So like on that HMNY one that we looked at, this COC method can fail. It absolutely can. But if I saw something like this, pop, 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 pull back, where that pullback stayed real close to the high of the run, that's a grade A setup in my book. And I would have used one of my day trades there. Otherwise, with small accounts, you're looking at having to learn swing trading. And I would say for my small account, the majority of my trades, 95% of the trades on there have been swing trades. So again, this style of trading might not even be relevant for where you are in your account. All right. Fly me to the moon. The Moo says, can you kindly explain how options work and what Greeks to look out for? That's not kind of what we're focusing on today, nor am I going to even go into options. I don't consider myself an options expert, so I'm not even going to. I know a little bit, enough to do what I do with options, but I am certainly not an options pro or an experienced vet for that matter, where I'm going to go and spit out facts on options to you and educate you properly. I'm going to stumble my way through most of it. So, can you recommend any trading platforms in Europe? No, I cannot. I don't know any. Hey, mate, can you have a look at gold? So maybe later. Nocturnal SJ. Was it Lizzie you were talking about? Maybe. Let me look at Lizzie. No, not Lizzie. Not Lizzie. check the poll. I didn't even see the poll. SJ, the people's champ. So I'm at 12:09 on chat. So I'm 6 minutes behind. So I'm scrolling down. I'm catching everybody's highlighted comment. You tell me what the poll is. DM me, Chemical Peel. I understand speed is key here, but how are you doing your buy-sell orders? Do you do market? So, okay. If I have time, this in E-Trade just reset, so it's going to look a little different here. If I have time, and we'll use HMNY here, this beautiful, beautiful one. If I have time, this is I can't use this because I can't even type it in. Let's use Tesla, where it worked. So let's use this as an example. This is our pop, pullback, candle over candle, right? If I have time and we're in pullback stage and this candle opens up, and I know for a fact I want to enter in right there. There's a way I can do that with E-Trade that says as soon as a certain price gets touched by price action, my order goes live. That's called, I don't know what it's called on other platforms. On E-Trade, it's called stop limit on quote, right here. What that means is I put in the price, my order to go live. And that price, so if I want, if the breakout, if the high of this candle here is 701, you can see the high when I hover over it, 701.60. If I want my order to go live as soon as 701.61, 1 penny above this candle, I'll do that. I'll put that in here. 701, oh my gosh. 701.61. Now the limit price is saying what I'm willing to get filled up to. It can fill me below that level, but what am I willing to get filled up to? So in this case, I'll put like 701.70. I'll give it 9 cents of wiggle room. So when 701.61 gets touched by 100 shares, my order goes live and it will try to immediately fill me up to 701.70. So if the stock is moving super fast and I have time to type it in, I'm doing it like this because a lot of times when it breaks these levels, it's gone faster than you could blink. And then I'll flip it over to a market order and I'll sell when I reach my areas that I'm looking for. Good question. Amazing cock cast. SJ, thanks for summing everything up. No problem, franchise. If you were reset to 10,000, would you try day trading, swing trading, or save up for 25K to bypass? Okay, so 10K, you have a little bit more flexibility. I'd still probably swing trade. And I would use my day trades when they're available. Like right now, I don't feel like I see any swing trade things in the small account. So if I see a grade A day trade, I'm going to take it on the small account. Jay Gel says, it seems like you are a little more patient taking your profits when the candle is at the high of the day. Would you agree with that? No, when that breaks those levels, I pretty much sell immediately, at least half or partial. Hounds of Fortune, not torture. We donate to dog rescue. What are your thoughts on MSG? I'm not doing tickers just yet, just answering questions on this. Do you ever play CFC on daily, weekly scale? You can certainly swing, but that's a different topic again. I mean, yeah, candle over candle, that sort of thing certainly works for trends. Could you kind of explain how you went over that? How many cents beneath your entry price would you generally consider your stop loss? So for example, on this trade here, if I entered in right here, and we'll just go to the one that didn't work, like I said. Tesla did not work here. It failed. So if I entered in right there, I get the candle over candle. It doesn't get up here immediately. I'm hand on the trigger, and if I start seeing the price action come down and the ask start walking its way down, I'm out. The bulls aren't there anymore. I'm out. If for some reason I'm still in this thing and I gave it a second or two, my stop loss is the very first time, my absolute stop is the very first time that we go candle under candle. Now, if it looks weak, I'm not going to wait till it all comes all the way down to this level. I'll get out earlier and save myself some money. I don't have to wait for it to go, but absolute stop loss. The last chance I'll give it, that candle under candle right there. Okay. After you get into, why don't we? Okay. Incurred Pain says, after you get into the COC play, if the 1 minute candle you got into doesn't look like it's continuing, you immediately get out of it. Yes. Or you wait till that candle fully closed. No. If it doesn't go immediately, once I'm in, if it doesn't go immediately, I'm out. M Troop says, will you hold longer than high of run if there's higher levels in range of breaking through? No. I'm sticking to the strategy. When I enter a trade, I have an exit strategy both on the profit and the loss side. It's important. It's important. If in the odd case that I feel like it could still run, I'm at least taking half off. At least I'm profitable. I am taking some profit and putting it in my pocket. I haven't made a dime until I sell for profit. A lot of new traders, they want to hold and watch it keep going to the freaking moon, right? And they don't end up making a dime because it goes to the moon and comes back down to earth real fast. So your goal should be taking profit if you're a new trader, not seeing how much profit you can get. Your goal is just to take some profit. These plays, I wish E-Trade didn't reset, but I would show. I took probably over 200 trades today, or 100 trades. I think I average 100 trades a day. And that's with me playing Stream Raiders, by the way. Let's do this. Let's get this done. Let's freaking go. I'm just gonna. We'll just slaughter a little interlude while I take a sip of something. Little interlude. Stream Raiders. Nothing like a win. Nothing like a win in the middle of the day. Oh, look at Chemical Bill. Oh, Chemical's dead. Did we just get wrecked? Did we just lose to this level 2? No, we didn't. Okay, they're gonna get smoked by right crew. I'm a little depressed at left side though. Little depressed at what I just witnessed over there. Absolute. Okay, yeah, get rid of them, and then these guys are gonna run for, like, oh crap. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. Yes, you will take it. You're done. We did it. It was ugly, but we did it. All right, let's get them on the table. All right, get them on the table. All right, back to questions. So yeah, as a new trader, you're looking to make profit. You're looking to make profit. That's the hardest thing for new traders, is to take the profit. They want to hold and get the fullest amount. They end up not making anything. Can you talk about your position size on stocks under $10, $20 when you have an account that's 20, 40K? What's so it's whatever you're comfortable with, right? There's no exact answer to that. If you're only comfortable trading 250 shares, 200 shares, 100 shares, 50 shares, do that. You can take 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 shares if you want, if you're comfortable with that. And you know what you're doing, right? You're still learning. You're not taking anything but 1 share, 2 shares, 5 shares, and that's after you paper traded, right? So, you know, stocks under $10, $20, it doesn't matter. Kodak's under, what, 10 bucks? I traded 8,000 shares of that today at one point. I can't remember what's that. Maybe it's over 10, but it's certainly under 20. All right, I am a good 10 minutes behind chat. I'll try to catch up. I actually use a line graph for exits, personal preference, but I find it, and, again, people have their own preferences. This is what I do. It's not the best way, it's a way. Some of you might take this and tweak it to your own style, and if it works, go with it. Difference between using EMA and a simple moving average is EMA gives more weight or value to the most recent candlesticks. So it's faster. This and that. Whoa, hello. This and that says, do you scan for stocks approaching high end day, or are you just being notified? So I have a watch list that I am just constantly flipping throughout the day. I set it up and I'm just clicking, click, click, click. I do have a high day, low day scanner down here. So if something just blows up my high day scanner, I'm like, okay, maybe I need to put stock XYZ over here and take a look at it. And then if it doesn't do anything, I delete it off my watch list for the rest of the day. Okay. Let's see. Play stream raiders. Oh, okay. Get your pieces on the table. Thank you, Kevin, for that. All right, let's see. Trading Mama says, what do you think about pre-J Powell tomorrow? We'll probably see crazy volatility. It seems like whenever he opens his mouth, things happen. And, quad witchings this week, so why not? Do you ever play candle over candle on a daily, weekly level? I think I went over that, but yes. A lot of times you'll have these huge pops on stocks off of news or whatever, and on the daily chart you'll have the pullback, and then the candle over candle. GME just did one. We'll go over that real quick. This was a great example on GME daily chart where you have this huge pop, pullback candle, pullback candle, pullback candle, pullback candle, and then you got this candle over candle right here. And this, when that happened, it was a $30 move or $20 move in like 15 minutes. I know it doesn't look like an amazing move here on the daily chart, but this happened in like 10 minutes. It was pretty big. I think I made $30,000 on that trade. So yeah, and the entry happened on the candle over candle right there. All right. Is the CFC strategy the same using options? Yeah. So the only reason why you see me use options when I'm using the candle over candle method is because I can't afford the stock. So Tesla, I can't afford to take 4,000 shares of Tesla. So I typically just do options with Tesla. Thoughts on overall cryptocurrency? What do you think its value will be by the next year future? Thanks for reading. Crypto is the future. In what shape or manner that looks like in 10 years, who the heck knows? But I think if AOL and Yahoo were like the height of the tech bubble, and out of the rubble came Google and whatever, Amazon, whatever came out of that rubble, Google, and won the long-term range. I think blockchain is the absolute winner coming out of the rubble, and we don't know about the coins yet. Right now they have value, and I don't think we're in a bubble stage at all in Cryptoville. And maybe 2018 was the crash, and out of that crash came the predominance of Ethereum, Bitcoin, and everything else is left in the dust. Yes, you're going to have your movers here or there, but a lot of them died. Anyway. Stock, he plays like I did 10 or so ago. Start the battle bros. Okay, sorry about that. I am now 7 minutes behind. I'm catching up. What filters do you use to find profitable symbols of trade? Nothing special. If you want to look at my morning routine, watch this clip. Watch that morning clip. Fly me to the moon. Do you factor in the bid and the ask amount and spread when considering? Yes. So normal things that go into looking at if I'm going to play a stock is First, it's got to have volume, right? I'm not trying to trade something that's 4 hours into the day and only has 50,000 shares traded. That's off the table. I want something with lots of volume. That's hot, heavy. That's again why I look at the 10 trending stocks on StockTwits. I want to be playing stocks that everyone's looking at. And yeah, they have to have a decent spread. I'm not trying to play no dollar spread. If it's a big mover, 10, 15 cents ain't bad, because I know that if I'm right, it's going to move 50. Good question. What parameters do you use for your scanners to hit? My scanners are nothing. They literally, all they are high a day and low a day for stocks under $100. If it hits high a day, it's going to light up my scanner. If it hits it again, it's going to light up my scanner. That's it. Lizer says stock jock taught me the importance of cock. Well played. Poker, hey man, I want to start trading. I have 2K to start. What software should I use? You should use something called paper trading, which is a platform that doesn't allow you to use that $2,000, and it sits in your bank account safe, so you don't go and blow it. You go go to your whatever platform you want, whatever one you're comfortable on. I would say 50% of the people in my chat use Thinkorswim, and they like it, and they have a paper trading feature, and you need to start there. Y'all do PvP after hours? Yes, we did for a little bit. How important is the spread on L2 when you're getting in and out? And we recommend someone who is working on this to watch. Yes, so when I'm in a trade, I am looking at L2. My eyes are glued to the bid and the ask, right? I want to see the bid just keep moving up, and I want to see the ask stay there and keep getting hit. I want people to be buying the ask. If that stops happening, that's like another little red flag that goes up, like, hey, is there or maybe I get candle over candle, and there's like a 200,000 share seller at the as soon as I got in. I'm out. I ain't trying to mess around with no 200,000 share wall. I'm out. So there's certainly other things that go into that. How often do you use CFC for futures? I don't trade futures. Can you recommend any resources to learn swing trading? Which is what you recommend lower budgets to start with, right? Yeah, you almost have to, right? If you can't day trade, you have to swing trade. I don't know of any good resources, but I'm sure there's a lot of good ones on YouTube. We do have a whole learning section in Discord, and a lot of people put stuff in there for that. Check it out. Trading 1 to 50 shares at a time seems so shitty when you're playing 5-10 cent move. It's kind of demoralizing, only making. So the goal, potato the pet, is not to make money when you're just going in one share to 50 shares, right? The goal is not to make $1 to $5. The goal is to enter and exit when you said you were, when you're using real money. That's the goal. If you're doing that successfully, then you can scale up. You can be like, okay, maybe I can trust myself with 50 shares, 100 shares, 200 shares, right? And then then at those levels, you're like, whoa, now I'm dealing with real money. Now it's not $5 I'm making, it's $100 I'm making, $200 I'm making, whatever. So you do, scaling is part of the growth, but you got to do it slow, right? Again, this is a market, this is a job that wants to take your money and does a good job of it if you don't know what you're 100% doing. What are your thoughts on XPEL? I'm not looking at tickers just yet. I'm just answering questions. You just watched your How I Began Day Trading. Awesome stuff. Motivated, and I will follow those suggestions. Just one question. Does your strategy change during a bear market? Yes. So I'm not, yes, and yes, as in I'm not doing long plays. I am doing short plays, candle under candle. And that is the exact same thing of the candle over candle method, but flip it upside down. So you're looking at drop, bounce, and then candle under candle for the entry, looking for lower the run, take your profit. Drop, bounce, candle under candle entry, looking for lower the run, take your profit. You just flip it upside down. It's the exact same thing. Jesse, dude, yesterday I did something crazy today. I got a new VR headset and set up my stock charts in a virtual room. VR actually traded. It's the alternative to buying. Yes, yes, it is. It's already some good. You also do it laying down if you use VR. It's pretty cool. If you have a video of it, Jesse, I'd love to watch it. I know people do that. For me, I probably get a little motion sick, but that's pretty cool. You can have a whole 360 60 degree room of charts. You could be standing on a chart if you wanted to. Stock check is good. He doesn't plays one move, and if it works more, then it doesn't. How come you don't use a scanner that is for finding those oversold? It doesn't matter. This oversold doesn't really. That means it was. There are things that I could add to this, maybe, and I have over the years, right? And it's constantly evolving, tweaking it, whatever. And any strategy you use in your career, you'll tweak, and maybe there are things I can add. I'm happy where I'm at. It doesn't really need tweaking. I make a crap ton of money. I'm up $517,000 this year, mainly using this strategy with scale, right? I'm not taking 50 shares and doing in 500K. I'm taking 4,000 shares every trade. So I'm happy where I'm at. Can I tweak it? Sure. Could I stop playing Stream Raiders so I don't miss out on a lot of trades? Sure. Could I not teach on Twitch so I didn't miss Tesla 5 times in a row today? Sure. It's all good. Would you rather be a cocker? Putting money in an investment account, even as cash, lets you put the money in a money market. You shouldn't tell people to leave the money in a bank when it returns no interest. I could care less. Potato the pet. Interest means nothing to me. If you want to get your 0.5%, you go for it. I'm just trying to save people their money so they don't lose it while they're trying to learn day trading is what I'm getting at. Do you look at macro? Do you look at the macro in the morning? So no, I keep an eye on it, right? So my rule of thumb is for the overall market, like if I see it just going sideways, okay, I'm still trying to play long plays. I'm trying to find those big momentum movers from the morning. Market's going up, yeah, same thing. I want to play those market movers from the morning that have gapped up. If I see a big drop in the market, that's when I'm looking for the stocks that are moving down and I'm going to start shorting. If the market is just kind of just pull back, I'm not really scared. I'm still looking for long plays. It's on those big drastic drops do I start to look for shorts. Have you, let's see, where am I on chat? I'm 4 minutes behind on chat. I'm not bad. Sloths on the moon. Have your trading sessions evolved since you started streaming on Twitch? Does the presence of an audience alter your emotions during a trade? At first, it was nerve-wracking, but that lasted like a month. And, when you start trading, you're like, am I going to have success doing this? Am I going to feel embarrassed in front of people when I lose money? It's easy to stream when you have a huge day. It's hard to stream when you're red. But, my crew that's been around, they know that I know what I'm doing. Not trying to lead people astray. I'm doing it for free. So the support I get from the community emboldens me. So even when I have a red trade, I'm not thinking, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassment for what I'm trying to stand for. No, it's just a red day. They come. Can you go short by hitting sell, or is it strictly for selling your long positions? Can you go short by... No, you have to actually short a stock. It's different than... Oh, can E-Trade? No, I actually have to hit the short button. What's the best time frame to swing trade? You can do it on any. You can look at 15, hourly, 4 hour, daily. Doesn't matter. What circumstances make you go for calls rather than shares? Thank you, Pasty Mofo. 3 months. For me, it is, I just can't afford the shares of a stock. So like Tesla's one of the main ones I play options on solely. I can't buy 2,000 shares of Tesla. Oh, I probably can. Do I want to? No. Do I want to put $1.5 million into a trade every single time? No. Will I think twice about trading a stock and putting 100,000 into it? No. Will I think twice by putting $1.5 million into a trade? Yeah. So, uh, um, options is pretty much what I'll use for Tesla. Or if I feel like this trade could turn into a swing trade, I will trade options. And I'm not saying use options to swing trade in a small account. I'm saying for me in my large account, I don't really want to buy 4,000 shares of a $20 stock and have 80 grand tied up. I'd rather swing trade options, have a lower dollar amount tied up, and still make a decent profit if I'm right. All right. Hasty Mofo, how long did it take until you were comfortable with E-Trade Pro? It was pretty instant. How often do you try other new tools? I never. Never. What do you do? Would you do cock in a bear market? That sounds so horrible, but I will answer your question. And I'm in a bear market. I am looking for shorts mainly. But again, even in a bear market, you're going to have days where you're going to have a big move up. And on those days, you're looking for candle over candle plays. But yeah, it's just circumstance. Circumstances change, and so it will my trading. Don't stop playing Stream Raiders. What do we got? 11 minutes. I'm not going to stop. We're going to keep going. SHM. The only issue I have found with TOS for paper trading is there's some lag with the price updating. Yes, it's, yeah. 10 seconds. Yeah, it's tough. So if the actual paper trading is difficult for you, the other thing you could do is have your phone and take pictures of the screen. So enter in with a picture and your exit can be a picture. So then you have a hard entry, hard exit instead of some delay that you push by and then you're getting filled at some price that didn't make any sense to you. You know, back when I started, paper trading accounts didn't exist. Like you literally had to write it down. That's where the term paper trading comes from. You had to write it on paper, your entry, write your exit down. Not a lot of fun. Show shirt. Oh my gosh. How many red days have you had this year? I don't know. I don't keep track of that. I would say under 20. Maybe under 15. I don't know. This year's been a very, very good start. We went over where I was last year at this point, and last year at this point I was down $11,000. And already I'm up over 500,000. It's insane. Please upload the whole video too. I will. How did you do on your big Boeing option share trade? I made $30,000. And now I'm all caught up with chat. Okay, so Nick says, you said you were in a few chat rooms when you started out. Yes. How long did it take you? You felt confident on your own without any guidance, type of guidance? Seems like there's so many pump and dump rooms out there. So I can't say I learned too much from the chat rooms. You have to understand, when I first started, all there was to even have a community was to pay to get into a chat room, right? There wasn't Twitch, there wasn't Discord, there wasn't a community where you could get help. There wasn't Reddit, even Reddit, you don't really feel community, right? There was nothing. You literally had to pay to be a part of a group. And to this day, I still sub to one of the rooms. At the peak, I subbed to like 3 separate ones. And now, even though I sub to Warrior Trading still, I've subbed to them for years. And the main reason is not because I'm learning anything. There's a community aspect. The community aspect is kind of faded away because I have my own community now. But it's, again, I want to know what everybody's trading. I use it as information. I want to know what everybody's looking at. I want to know what Ross's group, one of the bigger chat rooms out there, I want to know what they're trading. Subbing to him has been kind of annoying as of late because you could just go on YouTube and get it for free. But again, it's all just information. I want to be playing the same things that everyone else is playing because that's where the volume is going to be. So yeah, I didn't get much, and again, you're not going to get much out of a chat room that doesn't. I mean, if you have 1,000, 2,000 people in a room and one person that's trying to answer questions and does it occasionally, you're not going to get your question answered. You're going to be. It's hard to grow in that environment. Is one of your goals to grow your audience and follow traders as much as it would move price in your... No. I don't want people taking my trades. I know it's going to happen, but that's not the goal. I don't want to be a pump and dumper. AMC rundown? There's not really much there. It was a catalyst, and now they've opened up. I mean, the daily chart looks great. You have this pop, consolidation, another pop, consolidation, another pop, and looks like we're in consolidation here. Are other candle patterns like hangman, shooting star, and so on important to learn in addition to... Yeah, sure. Shooting star? I mean, yeah. Not all of them. If I'm working with a 1 minute, 1 minute candles, the smaller the time frame, the less relevant some of them are. But yeah, they are important still, right? Even patterns. We're looking at a 1 minute chart, a very 3 minute wide pattern or 5 minute wide pattern might not have a lot of weight behind it because it's such a small time frame. The bigger the time frame, the bigger the weight. But yeah, candlestick patterns for sure. You need to learn them as a trader. I understand the U.S. has something similar to our RSP account we have in Canada. Why don't you trade in a tax-free savings account? I have a tax-free savings account. It is below $25,000, so I can't day trade in it. I'm trying to get it above it. It was doing well until COVID hit. I had the whole account in Boeing, looking for the 737 MAX recertification, which I would have crushed it in, but then COVID hit, and my $300 stock went to $80. So I'm still in Boeing. But yeah, I can't day trade in it yet. Chaotic one. Ross only YouTube Twitches his pre-market, then he turns stream off, and it's only for subs. Not true. He has been, as of late, about 50% of the time streaming the whole thing on YouTube. Earlier you said you use Trade Exchange. How do you use that? What are its benefits over Benzinga Pro? So they're similar. They're competitors. Benzinga Pro I find more beneficial than Trade Exchange. It is far more developed, far more... Benzinga Pro is far more developed, far more tools to it than the Trade Exchange. Why do I have Trade Exchange? I want as many news sources as I can get, because sometimes one is faster than the other. I use those for my news plays. They're very important to me. If I see breaking news on something, I play that and I make a lot of money. So if I find a news source out there that is 1 second faster than Benzinga Pro, cost me $20,000, I'm gonna buy it. That's how important 1 second can be in a news play. Just for reference, if that pop pullback on the daily on AMC leads to candle over candle, would that be a macroish way to... You can for sure. When you start looking at bigger time frames, there's other factors that go into play as well. Moving averages, like the Stokes, the RSI, other things are important in that need to be in the equation as well. Not just candlesticks. Can you go over what you look for with volume? Is it simply the number of shares traded in a day? I don't really look at volume. It's more... volume isn't as important because I know there's already volume there, if that makes sense, because I'm trading the most trended, the stocks that are trending. So if they're trending, everybody's looking at it, and if everybody's looking at it, they're more likely playing it. So if they're more likely playing it, there's volume there. That makes sense. How's Bitcoin looking? MVRV ratio says good time to buy it. I don't use that ratio with Bitcoin. I just typically just use moving averages, and I don't even have Trade Exchange up right now, so I can't look. Am I trading tomorrow? It's getting late. Yeah. Yes, I am. I caught up with chat. Get your pieces on the table. Get your pieces on the table. Oh man, I gotta turn the light on. Look at this. It looks like I don't have a head. Let me turn the light on. There we go. Can you go over exit and exit strategy? I've been holding more than half my account in GME. Okay, what are you in at? So we need to talk about GME. This is one I would never swing trade. Unless I got in at the freaking ground floor. I just wouldn't do it. It is not worth $14 billion as a company, which is the market cap of where it sits right now. It's not worth $500 a share. It's just not. I wouldn't touch it. If you're profitable, good for you. If I were in your shoes and profitable, I am out like a heart attack. You know, I do play stocks of companies that aren't worth what they are worth, but this is a very rare circumstance that could end very badly if they decided to just start offering shares, because that is not, they're not going to find someone that's going to offer them at $200. They're going to find someone that's going to, if they're lucky, $100, $80, somewhere in there. So, yeah, that's my take. No offense, but that's what I would do. Can't tell you what to do. I tell you what I can do. I would do. Can you go? Okay, CCIV. Yeah, kind of got wrecked, and this is typically what we've seen with these mergers. A lot of hype going into the merge. Once the merger happens, nothing, just disaster. And then you're kind of looking for some horizontal breaks, maybe $33 to get going again. Maybe clean energy credits coming from the government would get the sector going again. But this is pretty typical of what we've seen with these SPACs and their actual mergers. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay, let's get the stream. Let's freaking fight. Oh, hello. Oh, let's get the spell on here. Let's get the spell on. Boom. Boom. Get it going, baby. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. This is a beautiful thing right here. This is beautiful. This makes me very happy. Get absolutely wrecked. 30 kills with the stock jock. Guns. The artillery fire. We go. Oh my gosh, 37 kills. Get the heck out of here. Boom. Get off me, bro. Get off me. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. It'll be a hard one, too. I don't know if we'll beat it or not. We'll see. Get your pieces on the table. Get your pieces on the table. All right. Did you use my new stick? No, I haven't used it yet. Fortunately, I taped it up and everything, but it's raining here. We have an outdoor court. What's your advice on growing a small account? You gotta learn the swing trade. It's tough. It's not easy. I've never done it. Well, I've grown my small account. I've never gotten it to 20. I started a small account in September of October of last year. Started $600. I've turned it into $7,200 now. Isn't It's not easy at all. During that time, I had 3 100% movers, which is insane because I've never had a 100% mover in my life trading stocks, swing trading stocks ever, and I had 3 of them. It's not easy. Don't expect a new trader to be able to replicate what I did. I know what I'm doing, and it's still hard. It's possible, but it's hard. 5 shares at 269 and 1300. That's not right. What's your when there Jararu says when there's a pop and let me move to just chatting since that's where we're at. I don't need to be in stocks and bonds. Let's go to just chatting. Let's get some new peeps in here. Boom. Update. There's a pop and pull and multiple pullbacks. When there's a pop and multiple pullbacks, when do you decide not to use the CFC? So when the pullback is too much, when it takes too long, or if it pulls back too deep. So usually the rule of thumb for me is the pullbacks can't go further than 3 minutes of pullbacks, and how deep it can go is the 9 EMA. That's about it. That's a good rule of thumb. There might be something when I see it live, I'm like, I still don't like it. I might not take it. Start calling stonk junk Chucky with that middle part, aka John Gruden of the stock market. Yeah, he's got some horrible hair, doesn't he? But there's no way I can do. I can't do the. That doesn't look good, or does it? This is After Hours with Stock Jock, talking cock talk. Okay, enough of that. Did you get Legends of Runeterra? No, I have not. Threw some Steam Raider related emotes on Discord for you. Thank you, Ogre. I appreciate it. I'll check it out. Is this you? No. This. Oh. It's someone else. There's 30 kills. Yep. How do you place a piece? You're talking about Stream Raiders? So you have your pieces down here. This is not what your pieces look like, but pretend they're pieces. You click and you drag it onto the field, and you place it in the blue areas. And make sure your pieces counter what is out there. The guys out here are the ones we're beating up. If you hold your cursor over your pieces, a little green sword will go over their heads. That means it's good to be used against them. All right. I was talking about my GME shares. I have 5 shares around 269 for about $1,300 together. Oh, I see. Yeah, man. Don't get caught up in the craze. It's not a movement. It's not a movement. Not saying the way it's moving now, it still looks like it has potential to have another huge move to the upside, right? Sure, I don't care. I'm not putting my money into a gamble. For a company that is borderline bankrupt and is trying to completely change itself, I'm not putting my money there. Your play. I don't know. I'm trying. ASJ, what did that Stream Raider poll come out to? I don't have no idea. I didn't look at it. Chemical Peel said it was 15 yes, 13 not interested, 17 not yet, but maybe later. And that's kind of how we played it out. What do you think is the win rate of the CFC strategy? I don't know. It might be 50-50. I don't know. The important part is if it doesn't work, you're cutting your losses very early, keeping your losses very small. So when it does work, that payoff is nice, right? I don't know what the win rate is though. I will tell you this: it is the main play that I do throughout the day. And if you don't really understand it, I mean, I don't. If you're new to trading, like, don't just take this advice and then just go try to play it. Like, watch me do it on stream. Like tomorrow, watch me watch. I call it out. You know, go back and watch my YouTube videos. I have a YouTube. There it is. I go over the first hour of trades on the days that I'm green. I don't do red days because I don't want to. I just block them out of my brain. I don't do red mornings, I should say. But yeah, I go over it. I break it down. You'll see the trades I took. Bro, thank you for 5 gifts of subs, man. I appreciate that. Holy crap. Superpower says, do you need use confirmation from other indicators such as Stokes or EMAs to play the 5-women play? I don't need it, but I find that if the Stokes on the 1-minute chart specifically, the Stokes is in an upward move, it works better. Yeah. And if the 5-minute Stokes is in a downward move, and I'm trying to play 1-minute plays, it tends to not work out well. Bro, I'm stuck swing trading. I like day trading so much more. My day trade win rate is so much better than swing trades, but I'm not using 25K, so I don't get 3 a week. What is the largest COC you've ever had? I have no idea. It'd probably be Tesla, some insane Tesla play, a $10 move. I don't know. Or GME. It looks like you have a sell all button. I don't. That flushes everything that you have in that trade. No, I don't have a sell all button. What I have for dinner? What did I have for dinner? Hamburgers. When you jump into a Benzinga news alert play, do you usually just spray and pray? Pretty much. Or do you watch stock for a few seconds? No, if you wait a few seconds, you've missed it. So, I have one clip. And do I have a command for it? Let me see here. I don't even know if I put it in stream elements. Let me see. Let me see if I put it on there. No. Okay, stop. No. So it's on YouTube though. Let me pull up. There's a clip of me making. One day I went to I let Benzinga run live, which I'm not allowed to do. But I was trying to get some sort of news play so I could make a news video. And that one turned into a $10,000 mover. So it's very, and I make it clear in the video, this is not normal, but I made the video anyway and I put it on YouTube so you can see how I trade news plays. Where is it? Playlists. Stay extras. How to play breaking news. All right. Share. Copy. All right. Where is chat? Here it is. Boom. Okay. There we go. Let's see here. Cut your flow. Let's get it tomorrow. Cream, baby cream. I gotta stand up. Gotta stand up. I heard it was worthless. What was worthless? Where rebels are. What's crack-a-lackin', homie? Before I hog on suspected bots, did you by chance shout out my Discord server? Wait, what? Did I miss something? Did you by chance shout out my Discord server? I mean, if you want to drop your Discord, Rebel, you feel free to. If you want to come on. Wait, what? Am I missing something? Are you showing up? Oh, your Discord is getting spammed? Really? Where's your Discord at? Rebels are. What are you getting spammed by? Did I shout out your Discord server? No, I did not. Oh, you mean tonight? Are you getting spammed tonight and you thought maybe I shouted you out? No, I did not. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. For those of you that don't know where Rebels are, highly recommend it. For those of you with a small account that are looking to swing trade, where Rebels are does a lot of that. Not necessarily small account. But he does swing trading. So check him out. Where Rebels are. One of the few people on Twitch I will actually recommend. 60 plus new requests in 5 minutes. Jeez. Beat your chair right now. Quick question: craft apple juice or regular craft apple juice? Like you mean like microbrew, so to speak? Is that what you mean? Only organic with apple juice. Apple juice is supposed to be like one of the bigger. They spray the crap out of apples. Now he's about to get more with a shout out. Yeah, well, I'm talking his Twitch. Don't go to his Discord yet. He'll think you're a bot. Small account coaching is one of your sweet spots. There you go. Where rebels are. He was financial advisor too. Martinelli's apple juice. All right, keep the questions coming. I'm gonna stop the recording if I don't have any more. I think we're at a sweet spot here. Stopping the recording. And that's Cock Talk with Jock. It's Cock Talk. Stock Jock.